Welcome back to New Rockstars. I'm Erik Voss, and Marvel Studios really needs to nail it, apparently, with the Fantastic Four casting, a process that has generated much speculation in recent weeks with unconfirmed rumors about Vanessa Kirby possibly playing Sue Storm. But really, what the hell is going on with this movie? Why has this been so difficult? And what is Marvel's plan for its cosmic future? Because I swear to God, if the Marvels doesn't give us any shadows of Galactus or mentions of missing Saber astronauts, I guess I don't really know what I'll do. So in this video, I'm just gonna break down a timeline of everything we've been really hearing about this movie and what it all means, how to look at it, and what really to expect going forward. A reminder that SAG-AFTRA has informed us that entertainment journalists like New Rockstars are allowed to cover movies and TV shows like we normally do, but we do stand with the writers and actors on strike to get a fair deal with the AMPTP. And you know what? I think I have an interesting update about what's really going on with that right now. But just to remind everyone, Marvel Studios' Fantastic Four film is being directed by WandaVision director Matt Shakman and is set to release May 2025 as of this recording. But to hit that date, the movie will need to begin shooting by January 2024 as is currently the plan. But the Actors Union is currently on strike, and while there has been motion by the Writers Guild with the AMPTP to begin renegotiating a deal, it could still be a couple months before anything is actually agreed upon. Word on the street is that they're trying to come to terms on a third-party auditor of actual streaming numbers, an independent group that would be trusted by all parties to compute that into fair residual rates for writers. That way the studios wouldn't be forced to declare publicly to the press or to their own shareholders what those numbers are, which you know is totally stupid, but that is their position, and they are apparently terrified if we know how many people are actually watching these shows.
All right then, keep your secrets.
But anyway, this same auditor mechanism, whatever it ends up being, could theoretically be used by the actors also to get their fair residual payments. And the hope would be that after that would be set with the writers, the actors could then carve out their deals soon after that. But you know what? It's still really up in the air. The SAG leadership has signaled that they can stay on strike for as long as it takes.
I can do this all day.
And in the meantime, despite the strike, these actors' agents are still hustling to ink these deals. And if you think these actors aren't gonna look at their phones and thumbs up a money bag emoji, let me know what anti-capitalist pocket reality you're living in, because it sounds pleasant. Anyway, for the Fantastic Four film, no cast has been confirmed by the studio, but here for you is a timeline of the rumor train from various online scoopers over the summer. They all claim to have inside sources. They all have slightly mixed track records, so I would just say take them with a grain of salt, okay? Here's what we've been hearing. May 27th, Scoop account, My Time to Shine Hello, tweeted a grid of Adam Driver, Margot Robbie, Paul Mescal, and Daveed Diggs, implying that those four might be Marvel's picks for Reed Richards, Sue Storm, Johnny Storm, and Ben Grimm. Then June 29th, Scooper Casey Walsh tweeted that the Fantastic Four cast was still in flux, that Adam Driver was out, that Margot Robbie was out, and Daveed Diggs wasn't logged in. Then on June 30th, Scooper Jeff Snyder stated, and yes, I'm doing specific voices for each of them because that's what they sound like in my head. I'm not doing impressions of them. This just kind of helps me keep them all straight. Anyway, he said,
like I said, it comes down to money. And so I think Adam Driver may have priced himself out. He may have just started asking for too much money. I don't know why.
Then on June 30th, Scooper Dashiell Richtman, aka Daniel RPK, said that Vanessa Kirby was now being considered for Sue Storm. And then on July 10th, Vanessa Kirby commented to Variety on the red carpet for Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning, which is one actual quote that we can actually trust, the actor themselves. She said this:
"It would be an honor. It would be an honor to play Sue Storm."
Yeah, but look how fast she was trying to get out of that interview. But anyway, July 27th, Jeff Snyder said,
he said that Adam Driver was never really engaged in this, that they had sent
Wow.
Adam Driver the script a while back, and he said that he couldn't connect with the character on the page, and he passed very early on.
Then on August 1st, Scooper Dashiell Richtman claimed a rumor that Matt Smith was being considered for Reed Richards, and on August 2nd, supported the Vanessa Kirby rumors for Sue Storm. And then August 3rd, Jeff Snyder claimed with confidence that he's seen enough that he thinks Vanessa Kirby will indeed be playing Sue Storm, and he had heard the script will give Sue Storm a bigger role. He also initially claimed that Jack Quaid was cast as Johnny Storm, but he walked it back shortly before Jack Quaid himself said that he would not be playing Johnny Storm, and Snyder instead said that he just heard the initials of the actor were JQ. Now he took that to mean Joseph Quinn. Also, in this August 3rd episode of the Hot Mic podcast, Snyder said that he did not think Matt Smith would be playing Reed Richards, that it was still an open role, and he said that Eben Moss Backrack would be playing some role, but not Ben Grimm, maybe Dr. Doom or Silver Surfer, someone who comes in at the end. He also cited a rumor that they're looking for a Latino actor for Galactus. And then on August 9th, Dashiell Richtman said that now the script has changed and that the studio actually wanted to reapproach Adam Driver with it, thinking that now he might be more interested. And you may be asking, wait, there's a writer's strike. How could they have changed the script since then? Well, it's just possible that what we heard about Adam Driver when he was still in the mix were reports of things that had happened way back earlier in the year in 2023 and late 2022. So who knows? Look, it's a mess. But why has this process been so messy? Well, the reality is, folks, that casting on every major release is complex like this. But only Marvel truly has this rabid of a scoop culture that runs with every drop of speculation so that we hear about it. And in 2023, the media discourse with Marvel has shifted. You know, according to some of these headlines, Marvel is at death's door, and they really need to get a Fantastic Four casting perfect, or it's all over.
Game over, man. It's game over.
I honestly do not think Marvel sees it that way. Really, I just think it's less common nowadays for a studio to have to cast a full lineup of beloved superheroes all at once for the same movie. And in this case, these 4 actors have to be right for the roles, they have to each bring star power, they have to have chemistry with each other, and they have to really be vetted now. Now, thanks to Harry's for sponsoring this video, and also thanks to Harry's for majorly upping my razor game. I used to waste time at the drugstore just staring at the wall of overpriced razors, getting confused about what I need. Now I just use Harry's. Harry's is a perfect balance of quality and affordability. I don't mind spending money when I have to, but you know, saving money when I can is nice too. Other blades are more expensive than Harry's, but they're charging more because they can, not because they should. Harry's sells their blades at a factory direct price, and it's the same price for everybody. There's no pink tax. You're not paying more for packaging or marketing. You're paying for what you're getting, a quality razor. And Harry's is able to do this because their blades are made in their own factory in Germany, where they have been making blades for 100 years. You don't need a middleman to get a great shave, you need a great razor. So click the link in the description below to get a $13 Harry's trial set for just $5 and see for yourself. Thanks again to Harry's for sponsoring this video. Like, when you look back at the 2015 Fan 4-Stick cast, they were all promising upstarts, they just didn't really connect with each other, and yeah, that script was pretty bad. This time, Marvel Studios needs a 96 Bulls. This is why casting director Sarah Haley Finn has been the unsung hero for Marvel Studios, and we always need to recognize the work she has put in. Casting is an incredibly difficult job, even for movies where you just really need to nail the 1 or 2 lead roles, when you're doing it for a major franchise like Marvel, and the spotlight is hot. For the Fantastic Four, they have to create a family, and unlike the Guardians of the Galaxy, they all need to, from the get-go, be multi-dimensional characters that could each independently carry their own film. Like, the Thing isn't like Dave Bautista's Drax, who could just play comically stoic compared to the rest of them. You don't have a situation where you have a Rocket and a Groot who are basically just VFX animated characters. These are 4 human characters, and this has to be a family that could have conceivably already existed in the MCU the whole time. And this is a really hard part, the front man of that group to immediately come across to audiences as the smartest brain in this world with the wit of Tony Stark, but also someone we don't mind being that smug. Like with Reed Richards and the whole Fantastic Four, the studio may take a similar route as they did with the rebooted Peter Parker, sidestepping an origin story, which would mean less time seeing that smug smartass suffer before he steps up as a super smart superhero. Now, Matt Shakman being picked to direct this could support rumors that this might indeed be a film set in the 1960s. The first 2 episodes of WandaVision were set in the 60s decade. Remember, there was that joke from Stephen Strange that 838 Reed Richards, played by John Krasinski in Multiverse of Madness.
Didn't you guys chart in the 60s?
But again, at the time, probably just a joke referencing Fab Four groups like the Beatles. Now, while it's almost certain we won't see the full Fantastic Four lineup in the Marvels, like they haven't even cast the Fantastic Four yet and the Marvels has wrapped, I still think the Marvels film could set up the physics that could establish the backdrop of things like the negative zone and the cosmic radiation that lead to the Fantastic Four's power sets. Like the veil that Kamala Khan tore open to bypass space-time could be the same means that the Fantastic Four used to slip from the 60s to the present, and the relationship between the Bengals and the cosmic radiation could be the MCU version of the Nega bands and the negative zone. Like, if cosmic radiation is the same source of all the powers of these characters, the current script being more of a Sue Storm story could link her with the other 3 cosmic radiated Marvels from across time, and that could be why Vanessa Kirby was cast first, if that is indeed true. We could also look at the recent Marvels trailer where Carol Danvers was described as an annihilator by the character of Dar-Benn, who in the comics is a Kree general who made a version of the Silver Surfer, and the Annihilators is a group that contains the Silver Surfer. So I don't know, these could be clues. I could just be grasping at straws here. We may see Nick Fury mention a quartet of some Saber cadets who keep going rogue, but I'm not holding my breath. I remember the WandaVision aerospace engineer. I think we all just want Marvel Studios to get this right. I don't care how long it takes, though it would be nice if they could close these deals before D23 in September, because yeah, that would be a win that the brand, I think, does need. Let me know your thoughts on all this in the comments below. Please subscribe to all 3 channels on the new Rockstars network. You can follow me at EA Voss. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.